Right guys, I've ended up at Longleat on Top Lake today. Trying to get to the Syndicate really early this morning. It was really busy. I was down there about 4:30. But there's some clips to show you in a minute about how that come to fold. Bottom line is, didn't get much time on this lake. I was expecting to fish in Dorset, ended up having to come out here, but I've been really encouraged by what I've seen. There's been some stunning fish showing in the water, but I've not managed to get them out, so not going to be a full episode. Just going to be a back of the land and an extra. I've done a few scenes during the day. They're going to follow this in no particular order really, so sorry for not catching. Right, I thought I'd start back of the land in that extra here, give you a bit of a background story of the day really. It's 6:13 in the morning. As you should know by now, I've fished on Longleat Lake. I went to the Syndicate this morning. I actually got there for about 4:30. I wanted to get, you know, the early morning sunrise in, get as much in as possible. Completely ram-packed, so I got there, put the head torch on, walked around the lake, not a spot on there. So I'm got to 4:45. I'm sat in the car there thinking, where am I going to go from here really? And I was thinking of all the local lakes. They don't open till 7-8 o'clock. I was thinking of going up to Todber, seeing if there's anything up on Little Hayes or Big Hayes, but then you don't know if someone's booked on for the day, so if I nestle in there, by the time I nip up to the tackle shop and pay when it opens, you don't know if they'll say, sorry mate, somebody's going to turn up in a couple of hours. So yeah, a bit of a trek, but put a post out on Facebook asking people where they'd like to see an episode filmed, and linear fisheries in Oxford, very popular. Wasn't going to be able to get there in a day session really, and it's really a place me and Chris want to fish together. It will be something we're doing, and I thought about Shearwater. We've done that. I thought, why not give Longleat a go? That was quite popular. A lot of suggestions came in for that, but yeah, I don't know how Chris is going to take it. It's obviously too early to give him a call to let him know what I'm doing, but I know Longleat, I know this is going to be a lake that we wanted to do together as well, so he'll be fine with it. It's a good scouting mission for a future episode really. Just hope I haven't blanked because it's not gonna inspire us to go back, but it'll probably be down to my fishing rather than anything else. Nah, I'll blame the conditions. It'll be if I've blanked, then it was probably definitely the conditions. So yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I am at Warminster Services, cup of coffee on the dash. Bad times, it's 6:15 now. Been on the website on my phone. The lake doesn't open till 7 o'clock, so I'm just kind of farting around the services, drinking coffee really. It's about 2 miles up the road, so I want to get there about 10:27, get on there nice and early. Hopefully it's not too rammed from people fishing overnight. If I can't get on that, if you haven't seen me fishing on Longleat today, it's been a disaster morning to be honest, but fingers crossed I'll be able to get on it. So yeah, there you go. Right, I'm in the car still at the services, listening to TalkSport, Fisherman's Blues. What I've done is sent a text in to Keith Arthur there, asking him if he knows anything about the Longleat venue. Try to get a sneaky plug for back of the land in that on the national radio as well. So hopefully he'll read it out. So I'll try and capture it on film if he does.
Jay from the YouTube Carping series Back of the Land and net fishing Longleat Top Lake today. Do you know much about the venue? Well, all I know about it, mate, really, is when those carp originally stocked, it was intended to be a match water, and of course, being carp like Topsy, they growed and growed. Can't tell you too much of it about it now, because I'm going back to the sort of early 1980s.
Hello there, and welcome to episode 72 of Back of the Landing Net. Something a little bit different really. I'm down here on my own, Chris is on holiday. I always say something a little bit different. Even if we do the same thing 3 times, I say something a little bit different. I think that's wonky. Ah, that's cool. Nah, it's wonky. Right, I've got a little bit more information on the venue now. It's about 7 acres in size, this lake. It's stocked with approximately 600 carp to over 10 pounds, which is great. Good head of 20s, and the record is about 35 pounds. It's set right in the grounds of Longleat. You actually have to go into the main entrance, so good day out for the family. Wife, kids maybe. Go to have a look at the safari, check out the animals and that, and blokes like us get on the lake. But no, lovely, very busy, but set in some very stunning grounds. Day ticket's about £10, 24-hour session is £20, and 600 carp over £10, eh? I'll take one of them. But yeah, we've got mirror carp, common carp and ghost carp, no koi. But yeah, if I can get one out, I'll be quite happy. I say I've been fishing for about an hour now. I've had a knock on both rods. In fact, it was about a 4 beeper on my left rod. So yeah, fairly positive. And I've seen several shoals of fish move through the swim. If it looks like they're fishing on the surface, maybe I'll switch the tactics around in a bit, but we'll give it a little bit longer. Yeah, I thought I'd just show you where I'm fishing. Give me 2 secs. Right, no need for the rod pod today. Got some nice soft ground, so I've stuck in my bank sticks. I've got a lovely island which looks fairly tempting, especially if I go over there, look under the tree and under the shrub in there. But I'm actually just on the left margin over there, and I'm fishing to the right margin over there. I don't know if you'll be able to see, it is absolutely jam-packed, so there's a lot of people fishing into open water, so I've backladed everything and kept it tight to the margins, and see if we manage to get a carp out like that. But yeah, nice little venue. Let's see how it goes. Just a bit bored now, if I'm honest. Obviously no Chris here today. Just thinking of stuff to do to pass the time really. No phone reception, so I can't get on Facebook, but you know, bad times. But yeah, I shall speak to you in a bit. Right guys, I did say I'd tell you what rods and reels I've got. You can see there my Shimano Alvaio 10,000 XTA reels. Got 3 of those. 3 Gray's Prodigy rods, 2 3/4 test curve, and at the moment I'm fishing with the reliable Fox Warriors, but hoping to upgrade to the Nash Bite alarms sometime soon. It's usually all sat on a Fox X pod, but where I can, I prefer the flexibility of bank sticks, because it just means if I wanted to move one of those rods I could. So I've got plenty of bank space. It looks quite reedy over there, but there's plenty of spaces to wedge in a rod if I wanted to get tighter to a margin or get a different angle on something. So there we go, that's me. Right, I seriously can't. I'm well excited now, because the more I've been watching the water, the more carp I'm seeing. There are tons. There are absolutely tons of them. And I've only just seen my first signs that they're getting down and feeding, but there's a lot of bubbling coming up. It's shallow in places, so I'm actually seeing mud being stirred up in the bottom. And I must have been a shoal of about 7 or 8 huge carp. About just you can't see my rod tip, but just past my rod tip. Just stood there watching them. Unbelievable. And I've got to say, it's some of the best looking carp I've seen swimming around any lake. So there's some beautiful ghost carp in here. If I could get one of them out, I'd be over the moon. But I've relocated where my rods are positioned now. Just what seems to be patrol areas. So I'm hoping the watching of the water pays off and we can manage to get one out. But I've put my third rod out now as well. I was going to use just the 2 and keep them tight to the margins because there's so much pressure in the open water. But I've got left one still going out into that margin on the rose hip. That's the one that's had the most action. I've put a pop up because a lot of the fish are showing quite high up in the water, so I've got it sat about that high off the bottom, a little bag of 10 pellet with it. And this right one I have put out now. See the island behind me, I've put it out tight to the corner of the island over there. They seem to be coming in around that corner, and I'm hoping that's going to do me the business. But I'm just going to catapult a few boilies out, 2 or 3 every 10-15 minutes. See how that monitor that, but you know, just a bit of free bait, a bit of movement on the water, getting a bit of attention. But feeling really positive now actually, because it's been a quiet morning really. But there's definitely carp showing, and they are stunning. Very stunning. And big. Well, it's getting a bit frustrating now. It's gone lunchtime, it's probably about 1 o'clock. I say 8:30, 9 the rod's got in the water. It's not long, and I've really got to leave about 3 or 4 because we're going out tonight. I was expecting to be down in Ringwood. It's even now I'm looking in there and I can see carp patrolling around. I tell you what, I'd love to be in here for the night. So I think it'll probably kick off at night. There are so many fish, so many fish. It's definitely whatever happens today. Me and Chris will be back down here doing a 24, no doubt about it. Just hope I haven't blanked because it's not gonna inspire us to go back, but it'll probably be down to my fishing rather than anything else. Nah, I'll blame the conditions. It'll be if I've blanked, then it was probably definitely the conditions. So